Combative patient or attacker? I'm here to tell you there's no such thing as a combative patient. I'm Kip Tsort, and that's what we're going to talk about in this episode of Escaping Violent Encounters. Universally across the country, something that I've found in every station that I've been to is that there is a distinct confusion between what is and what is not a patient. I will tell you that one of the things that we describe is there is no such thing as a combative patient. They simply just cannot exist. Think about it like this. What a person says and what they do equals your reasonable belief as to whether they are or they are not a patient. How many times have you been on a scene with a person who's drunk or drugged who becomes aggressive? There are laws against that. That's a crime. Versus the person who may be confused due to hypoglycemia, hypoxia, sepsis. That would be somebody who is an uncooperative patient. The danger of us keeping this phrase of combative patient is that because we care for patients, our staff will remain connected with people that they shouldn't, meaning that it is so dangerous for them that they want to constantly remain in contact, too close, continue talking when they should be putting their hands up, backing away, and giving them the understanding that this is not part of my job. That's why we don't receive the training for controlling people, because that's just not our job. There is a distinct difference between a patient and an attacker. The moment we get this understanding throughout EMS, the moment we can begin reducing assaults in medicine pretty much overnight. An example of a patient would be somebody like a diabetic in a hypoglycemic state, where as you attempt to establish an IV, they may pull away from you. This is uncooperativeness. This isn't aggression. Another example would be a TBI, a traumatic brain injury, someone that had been in a car accident, someone who's hypovolemic. Again, as you attempt to start an IV, maybe they grab because they're scared, they're confused, they don't know who you are. Contrast that with a person who is high or drunk, who should actually be in custody. This is that person in the back of the ambulance or on scene begins to give you verbal threats. They tell you what they're going to do to you. They tell you what they're going to do to your family or your partner. And then they begin to reach out aggressively, remove the straps aggressively. These people can sometimes become very dangerous for us, specifically when it becomes a desperate type situation, meaning they want to get away and you're in their way. And every time we place ourselves in a position to try to stop them, that's the moment our providers are being criminally assaulted. And again, now let's contrast that back. We have had providers criminally assaulting real patients because they call them a combative patient, and we immediately relate that to fighting. So again, the moment you recognize the difference between an uncooperative patient, who we're supposed to stay and play and treat, versus an aggressive attacker who's giving you verbal threats and physical actions, who's attempting to cause harm to you criminally, those are two completely different people. You get that, and you will instantly be safer on the job. So across the country, the biggest problem that I've found from coast to coast, whether it be in a fire department, whether it be at the EMS base, is this distinct confusion between what is a patient and what is an aggressor. The moment you understand that there is no such thing as a combative patient, we can immediately keep you safer on the job. I'm Kip Tsort, and remember, your safety comes first.